So I'm sat here with all the guys from Bad Touch. How was the show in the Winter Rocks tonight for you all?
Warm. It was very, it was good. It was very intense. Obviously, it was just half an hour, and it's quite, rushed. But yeah, we had a good time. I think.
Beat, man.
Are you tired?
I am, yeah.
Not surprised. He sent to like you're on stage for like bands and you're off. He said quicker than when you were supporting Skid Row.
Yeah.
It's like. What's he done?
40 minutes.
40 minutes, half an hour tonight.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's one of those things. You just got to.
We had a great time.
Yeah, it was great crowd. Everyone was well into it. So that's all we can ask for, really.
Exactly. What's your view of this place? I've seen you play Corporation so many times. You must love this place, yeah?
It's good fun.
Yes, it's one of my favourite venues.
Yeah.
So everyone's really nice.
We've played all stages.
We have officially now played all stages. So.
First time on that one.
We've got the hat trick.
We'll have to have an outdoor event next. Play that one. All in good weather though. Yeah. So how was that last? You just done the last tour. How was that for you guys? And what stood out in that last tour?
It was great. It was all good.
Norwich was a good one. We sold out our hometown again, which was great. That's always a good feeling.
Yeah.
Here was great as well, wasn't it? Sheffield.
That was nearly sold out.
That was pretty much as near as makes no difference sold out, So
Yeah.
I can't even remember. I'm trying to remember.
Saltash was good when we went down.
I thought Bilston was pretty good.
Bilston was good.
Stockton was good.
All the places were pretty,
They're all good.
We had a great
So just get the t-shirt, just set my shirt off and you just get a t-shirt and say, that was good, that one was good.
We enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And saw loads of familiar faces, some new ones as well. So.
Yeah.
That's all we can ask for, really.
Exactly, yeah. So, where do you buy your jeans?
That's top secret, man. Top secret. The truth is, I don't buy my jeans. Six does.
I'm just knocking out the merch girl as well.
My mate Tonito, he's in the front downstairs, and he says, ask him if he waxed his tash.
It's not technically a wax.
It's a simple answer to this, and yes, yes, he does.
No, it takes it's hours of yoga each day, and I eat a Fabergé egg every morning.
It's a pomade, isn't it?
Pink sock.
I do know a
Faraday.
a Faraday egg. No, a Fabergé egg.
Aren't they like the expensive ones made out of Italian stuff?
Yeah.
So if I ask this question, I get all you guys peppered in and give him some shit.
Yeah, it's not edible.
How did you find that out?
So what made you decide to put the Sharp Dressed Man and the Sullen Night in this? Did it just happen, or was there deep thought for that?
I said we didn't do the Still in the Night thing tonight, but yeah, we just fun things to get people involved. We did one early on
to mix things around.
Yeah, sure. We like to wear influences on our sleeves as well. We're not gonna uptight about that. So just get people involved, have a party.
Sweet. Why did you decide to call the album Shake a Leg? Where is it?
It's like a feel-good term, isn't it? Shake a leg, get moving, have in the same reference as like get up and have a dance. I'd say we're quite a feel-good rock and roll band, and that title seems to fit our music style quite well. So
yeah,
we think.
Yeah. I just think "Get Stuck In" looks like the AC/DC song as well.
That's it. Yeah.
Keep shaking the leg.
Yeah.
Get up and get going.
Yeah.
Have a good time.
Sweet. The actual is that like a painting, a picture, or is that your model that you took from the Zine? Where did that come from?
The Shake a Leg?
Yeah.
No, that's just sort of based around nothing, basically. I designed the album.
Right.
And it's just sort of just bits and pieces of body parts I put together, sort of drawing it here and there and put it on the computer.
Took them off the internet. That's what I said.
So you got like a Frankenstein or something?
Frankenstein's bride.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. Recently you did the Skid Row tour. I actually asked Rob Housesmith because I was at Stone Death.
Yeah.
What I thought to you guys, they love you guys. And how was that tour for you? And what stood out from this playing with Skid Row? You had to do it in two parts because there was an illness. And
yeah, that was that was
Those
it?
guys are great.
Yeah, they're lovely guys. And, you know, they couldn't help, you know, what happened with their ZP getting ill, and you know, we were grateful that they still had us on the second half. You know,
it was cool when we done the second half of the show. We went from opening to main support, you know, which was great for us.
Yeah,
perfect.
Yeah, and I mean, those guys can really pull a crowd, man. Skid Row. I mean, you know, there's some great numbers.
Block, man. I mean, the whole band's pretty much almost original still, other than a couple members.
Yeah. Exactly.
Great guys. There's no egos. There's no.
And it was good for us because it was a sort of slightly different fan base that probably wouldn't have gone and see us, you know, otherwise. You know what I mean? So it was good.
I know. But not like when you played last time, when you had the tour with Molly.
Yeah.
I probably said on the phone, but like that was one of the best like male-female duets I've ever seen. Molded so well.
It was all her. I just stood next to him and just said,
Well, it worked so well. Can you imagine you guys like doing something else with Molly, even not on live, just some get her on each of the albums or something, or do like a collaborative album?
We never say never. You know, she's busy doing her stuff at the minute, and we're quite happy doing our stuff at the minute. I say we never say never, but you know, nothing's planned. No.
Yeah. So recording, how long did the album take to record, and there's quite a lot of thought process, but
From start to finish.
5
months.
5 months.
We recorded. We went in the studio on the 1st of January, and it came out on the 5th of October. So however long that was, there was stuff going on the whole time. The 1st of January.
Yeah, we went in New Year's Day. Yeah,
New Year's Day.
yeah, because everyone complained about it.
I'm hanging out my hook.
A 3-hour show the night before New Year's Eve. Brought the New Year in, and then we had to go. And then we had to go in and start recording the new album.
And we finished it that last day, that day of hell that you and I were just listening to the mixes was
that was
in
so
May.
long.
That was we were there. What time did we get there? Like 9 in the morning, and we left at like 3 in the morning.
Dark.
It was awful.
Obviously, we weren't in the studio that whole time. It was
No, but the whole album, like recording it and the production in it and the artwork. And
We're all working on
it. That time was when we signed to Marshall as well, so that they came in as well, and all
there was lots of sort of toing and froing paperwork, you know, talking to people. But I say we were all working as well, so we'd work during the week and then go in on a Thursday all together and just throw some ideas together.
So we were still writing the songs.
Yeah,
that day that we came in, the 1st of January, we had 2 songs.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
we wrote
literally 2 songs.
So the album should have been called On the Fly.
It's like when I read the Motorhead, it was one of those in the studio. It talked about the fact that it wrote all the lyrics virtually in the studio at the time, and it's as though you've done both the same sort of thing and just it's like you winged it on the fly, so to speak.
Some songs we finished off, recorded them, all the parts, and some of the lyrics weren't even finished, were they?
Yeah.
Like, when you went in to do vocals, you'd write some stuff.
I'd write some stuff and sing it. I mean, and the guys weren't there. I mean, George and Six would come in the afternoon to do some backing vocals and stuff. But I was usually, when I sang my bits, on my Todd, you know.
Work it out.
And I would just write some bits that weren't finished, and I told the guys I'd written them and I hadn't.
Some stuff was obviously pre-written and some wasn't, and then what was it, Hammerfalls?
Yeah.
There was nothing for that, was there? For the verses, you all you had was a chorus, and there was us 3 in there, and you guys were working out that whole. There's the dual sort of vocal in the verses. They started working that out in the control room. I remember that.
Dressed to Kill, I cut out a bit of his guitar solo for vocals.
Still not forgiven.
Yes.
The mix just Lou.
It's definitely gone.
What would you say your favourite songs are on the album, and what songs mean the most to you on the album?
Are we going round in a circle?
Yeah, just go for it, because I can't really got a full band here.
I think my favourite ones are more laid back ones. I really like the way the production came out on Slow Tempest. It's got quite a different vibe, and I like Believing as well. I like playing that live. But then I like Hammerfalls. It's a big heavy song. The song that probably means the most to me is I Belong, because it's about where I live.
Yeah.
Six wrote most of that one, so because we all write different bits and everything, you know. So.
Yeah.
So I didn't mean to interrupt.
Very cool.
I think probably Dressed to Kill's my favourite one to play live, just because it's a bit different to anything we've done before. It's just a feel good. And the one that means the most to me is probably Believe in Me, because I wrote the lyrics about my fiancée.
Yeah.
Sorry, darling.
Mine, show me what it means.
Because it's ripping.
It's ripping. And another one where the guitar solo got cut.
Yeah. Damn you, Andy.
Oh, it did get cut.
Yeah. We brought it back for live.
Yeah.
I think Take Me Away is probably one of my favourite ones. Mostly just to play because it is just.
It's because it's just basically.
Oh man, what about Skyman?
Oh yeah, I did slap bass to one part of
the last chorus.
Yeah, I did a lot. Yeah, I did a lot of random fast stuff, which wasn't necessary, but why not?
I like any song which isn't ours. Bury.
You like 2 out of the set then?
Yeah. Bury Me is a song that means a lot to me. It's the sort of riff idea that I kind of had for when we were like writing Halfway Home, when it was like all those years ago, and me and Rob sat, down and just done it live in the studio, and the lyrics mean a lot to me, and so George was there as well.
I was there as well, sat in the corner with a shaker by my ear.
So I'll tell you about the song. I got the impression it meant the way you sing it and just the vibe of the instrumentation. What is that? Is it really just about looking back and when I'm gone, just bury me?
Don't. We're all part. It's going to happen.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not personally about me. It's just about don't miss people when they're gone. Say what you need to say when they're here, and enjoy the time you've got, essentially. And then when they are gone, just love them just as much. That's essentially what it's about.
Yeah, let's hope they miss you.
Yeah, that's it.
Who is Skyman, and where did that come from? It's one of the most intriguing titles you've got on there.
That was me getting the name wrong of an Allman Brother. I thought it was. I heard on the radio coming back from the studio one night. It was Bob Harris talking about what I thought was Greg Allman, and he said that his nickname was Skyman because he was always 6 miles high.
Yeah. And
I thought that's a great line. I'm sure if I can't write a chorus out of that, then I'd need to give up now. So I went home and wrote the bare bones of the chorus, and we went on the which tour was it? Skid Row tour, wasn't it?
Yeah, the 2 days off that we had on Skid Row, we literally went straight into the studio.
Right.
Because not practice room.
We went in practice room.
To write some songs,
Of course, recording. We've done that tour as well.
And I said to Six, I've got this idea. It's about Greg Allman. He was known as Skyman, and he said, no, he wasn't. he said that was Dwayne Allman, and he was known as Skydog. So I got both bits wrong. So
you got a song out of it. It's like that's what matters.
Yeah, exactly.
It's such a great
song. The story's funny because it just relays how incompetent I am.
Yeah.
Still.
I've got a Slow Tempest.
Yep.
Tell me about that song. What is it?
What do you want to know?
Where does it come on? What is it? It's such an amazing ballad, and just curious where the idea came from for the song. It's sort of
Again, it was just something we wrote. It's a different kind of vibe. I had the lyrics.
It's about a lifeboat in the sea.
Desperately trying to remember how the lyrics go so I can try and figure out what it's about.
It's kind of about, to me it's about, I can't say it because I like to keep it subjective, because everyone takes something different from it, and we all write together.
It is what it is to whoever listens to it.
That makes sense, yeah.
But for each of us, I guess you wrote most of the lyrics.
Yeah, it's just kind of about how bad things always come before some good, that's essentially, that's the sum up of it, It might be rocky now, but things will clear eventually, that's essentially... I'm not very deep.
For a lot of production on that. Because we had the basics of the song for ages and we didn't know what we were going to do with it. So we were going to make it this, we were going to put acoustic on it, we were going to put electric on it, but we were going to have full drums here, there, everywhere, congas, whatever. It was one of those, we kind of had the basic of the song, we were like, I don't know how this is going to end up.
Yeah.
Most of the time when you write a song you can think, I can see where it's going.
We literally had the
I don't
chords.
think any of us went.
We literally had the chords and the lyrics, didn't we? That was literally,
I don't think anyone knew how that was going to end up, that song.
Wow.
We just sort of went in there, well, we'll try this, we'll try that, we'll
that
try
song,
congas.
that song by far was the biggest headache, wasn't it? Yeah.
See, we don't see it or hear anything about any of that. We just see it's a great album.
Yeah.
The last album's great. But how are they going to top this one? And equal it at least or topped it? But what can I say?
Hopefully we'll keep going on that trend.
Yeah, but so said the next album is the hardest one to write because a lot of artists are like the base of the next album. of how what the last time was like. It must. Oh, but you can't do that. Can you? Just got to like keep each one as an individual on its own.
Got to keep moving forward.
Yeah, exactly. Moving on up.
Yeah. Hey, bad touch puns.
Yeah. Show what it means to be human.
Yeah.
It's a good, interesting title.
Yeah.
What influenced it? Just show what it
It
means.
started off as a gospel song, didn't it?
Oh yeah.
Like the whole gospel.
Yeah, I want to do all that kind of.
Yeah, yeah.
Lay me down, won't you show me what it means? Like that kind of.
Human.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that never happened. That didn't fly. That didn't fly with these guys. They went, nah. Let's do it. Let's do it.
That went in.
Yeah, Bailey wanted to go disco, and then we're like, look, guys, let's just agree to disagree. Let's stick in a big heavy E riff.
Well, let's face it, most of the best artists in about 77, 78 did the disco. So we had like Rod Stewart, Dear Think and Sexy, and then you had Mitsubishi from the Stones, and you had like I Was Made for Loving You, Kiss and that, but even though they were American, but like, why not follow trend? Because you're one of the best bands out of Britain, really.
Oh, cheers, man.
So you want to do a disco or something?
Our disco career is not over yet. Nor is it started.
That's the dust to come.
That's it. Yeah, that's it.
So we want to see you like doing a disco so you can dance about in your girls' jeans.
There you go.
Slap me for that. Just to throw that in. How are Marshall Records treating you? What's it like being with Marshall?
Great. I mean, it's one of those things. It's early days yet. We're still finding our feet. You know, with everyone, but everyone we've been, they've been really supportive. I mean, because obviously we've known them for years.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't really complain. We're just sort of,
Make sure you head over to the website and buy any amp that you want. Headphones, if you need radio, I'm just plugging the amp, you know.
yeah, buy loads of Marshall stuff, and then they'll love us forever.
No, man, they're really cool. They're really easy to talk to. They're the kind of company you can just phone up if you have a problem.
Yeah, it's not.
You
like,
can speak to the head of Marshall.
Yeah, it's not like calling up the head of Barclays or exactly. Like, you just call up and say, "Hi guys, how you doing?" Like, yeah, good. How are you?
Very cottages.
Yeah.
Sort of
You
like,
can speak to the head of the label or any of the other guys, and they just get back to you stuff like that. You know, they're really easy to get on with. And then even within Marshall, you know, I mean, you blew a speaker on tour.
The next day.
Yeah, next day they had one shipped to London when we done the thing in the morning. It's so.
We took Joel, who deals with all the artists with regards, they had their setup because they were doing some BBC introducing stuff, and they're like, we've got some V30s here. So he went in their cab, took out a vintage 30 and put it in mine.
Wow.
It was just like, you can have that one. Like, cheers. But
They're really,
That's the kind of people they are, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
so good to get one.
No, nothing's too small for them, too large for them to do. It's all like
No, it's
Well, it should be.
it's a massive company when
Yeah.
you think of it, but it's not. It's quite a
We pretty much know the whole team, don't we? You know what I mean? Like,
community basically, and it's a great team.
Yeah.
It's a really good team.
What would be really nice? I mean, Marshall they were at NAM this year, and I heard a lot of people saying, "Oh, they're just a bit of a stand. There was nothing really happening." But what would be good is for Marshall to take you guys across to America, showcase you at NAM, and because gets it on American. Because
if you could call them and tell them that'd be brilliant. Just let them
I think
know.
there's some plans for next year's kind of stuff. I know they took some bands to Japan this year.
Yeah.
They took a few bands, and over there. So I think there's some stuff happening next year, but we'll wait to see what happens.
yeah, they're getting a lot more into live music as well, aren't they? As a company.
Yeah, they've just
They're putting the festival together,
Well, they've just took on. Marshall now have their own stadium in Milton Keynes, the Marshall Stadium, and they're now putting on a festival every year. And then I think so they've just announced that. I don't know if they've announced any of the bands yet, but they've announced the festival. So they're really sort of pushing live music, which is great.
I was talking. I played somebody's in Florida, Pensacola, Florida, called Wanda, and I played them. So she really likes kind of like three bands like that, and some of the old country bands. And I said, well, check out Bad Touch. They're incredible. And she was blown away by you guys. I said, God, you would work so well over in America. Just someone.
Yeah, we're
about it.
almost desperate to get there, but it's one of those we know it's almost too far at the minute.
Yeah.
Because it's the money to get there.
Yes.
It's the visas. I mean, we've built up friendships with like the headhunters and stuff, and I'm sure they'd all help us out. They've offered to help us out with lots of things, but it's getting the right tour for us and the visas to get over there and getting over there.
Yeah.
Once those kind of things are in place, then
Just the logistics.
Yeah.
Obviously, any logistics of getting over there is well beyond us.
And the other
We can't even write an album.
the other big problem is fucking huge country.
Yeah.
You know, so it's not like
it's
driving
not.
around in a van around here. Like there's like 8, 9, 15-hour drives sometimes. You know.
Well, yeah, like this is just one state of America.
Yeah,
well, the smaller
Not
ones.
even that. Yeah, exactly.
So that's the other
third of Texas is that.
yeah, getting around once you're there. You know, you've got to hire a bus almost if you're going to sleep. Otherwise, you're travelling for 3 days to get to the next gig. And
Yeah.
a lot of these big bands, they're not doing that. So
Yeah. I was saying to Peter, Chernobyl, I was saying like, this band is just so good, Tom Sheep, but Medic, the Stones should be having these guys on tour with them. And just put them in the back of the bus.
Yeah, and if you could ring them up.
Yeah. After you've called Marshall and told them to take us to America and Japan, if you could get Jagger on the blower and say, Mickey baby, get Bad Touch on your next tour.
original music. They're doing a new album, so
Yeah.
we'll do the tour. You know,
Yeah.
we're free, we're available.
Yeah, if you guys are, you know, I mean, you'll have to think about it, but yeah, we might go.
Peter can ring him.
Yeah.
Probably lives next door to Ronnie Wood or something.
Yeah, probably does, don't Peter?
I've not met him yet. He seems a really nice guy.
Yeah.
He's great. He's another one that's really supported us
Yeah.
ever since he's came on the team. You know, and I truly believe he believes in us, which is what you want within a team when backing it, and that's the way I feel about Marshall and Seven Noble. They're really supportive. You know.
He's so punctual. I feel like many of them know. Mesh is there straight away to help you out. Whatever you need is there. That's what I like about him. So if you had a chance to be in the States, who would you like to support?
In the States.
Yeah.
Anyone will have us, yeah. Yeah, we don't. Blackstone Cherry obviously would be a good one.
Yeah.
We'll have to do the Headhunters in America. They're just
that'd
obvious
be,
ones.
yeah.
Blackberry Smoke, you know.
Yeah.
But like anyone really, you know, we like to think we could, you know, perform with anyone.
What band that's doing America?
Yeah.
Basically, yeah. Support anyone in the bar, okay, but put it in the CV, you know.
Yeah.
You guys be like,
I mean, we'll do Skinner if they want to do some last minute.
Give us beers and a tenner a night, we'll do anything.
yeah, you must be supporting, what do you call them, Molly Hatchet next week. That'd be great. They're playing the plug there next week, next Saturday.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
They've got, what was it, Federal Charm supporting.
Oh, right, yeah, they can have good bands, yeah.
Yeah. What's it mean when you're up on stage? What's going through your head? When you're getting it together, you've got the crowd interaction and that. What's
What's the next line of the song? That's usually what's going in my head.
I mean, I think about the most crazy stuff. I don't even know what it is. Because when you're in the zone, you just know what you do.
Yeah.
My brain starts thinking about other things. I don't know.
Now the worst thing is, I think everybody gets it from time to time, regardless of what you do. The worst thing is when you get the sort of like, why am I here? How can I see? What's the world like? And that it's awful. It's like, no, not now, not now.
What's beyond space?
Exactly. You must have got that on stage before. You're just like, I don't know what I'm doing anymore. It's gone, completely gone.
Start having mad, like, existential crisis. Yeah. Why am I here?
What am I made of?
You do.
show me what
Why can't I afford another guitar?
Yeah.
If the Big Bang was a thing, then aren't we all just energy?
Let's if your lines or song. Where am I?
I promise I've done it before. It's just like, how are my arms moving before?
And how they no longer
Well,
move.
now they're moving, but I don't know what they're doing anymore. What song is it? Where am I doing? I don't know.
While we're on with the like things like that, what the scariest things or horror stories that have gone wrong with being on stage? I've never seen them here because everything seems to be perfect. You play Corporation.
That's the thing. You just got to we cover up. You fell off.
I think the worst thing that's ever happened to me was probably Planet Rockstock, and again, I'm sorry to the crew because the kit they put
Christy's laughing.
the kit they put up was moving everywhere, and it wasn't just like sometimes you get sometimes you get the kick drum move, and the entire kit was just actively walking away from me.
That was great.
And at the end of it, I got so fucked off with it that I just threw it everywhere.
Like literally, like full animal. Like.
Went everywhere.
I tried to make it a part of the show, then I walked off into the crew and just said, I'm really sorry. But they went, oh no, that's alright, it's alright, it's a piece of shit.
But they were fine.
But everyone loved it. The crowd's like, yeah!
I've actually had that myself. I played the road, the Shire Green Working Men's Club. I just stepped for a band for a few years ago, and it was a perfect stage, and it's so perfect. It's so shiny and new. I was on the kit, and it kept moving forward, and they kept to push it back, and I'm like, boom, the stool forward to keep going, so they film onto us, and it's like, it's crazy, but these things do happen.
Yeah.
That's the only proper meltdown I've ever had.
Most of my stuff, I made my mistakes when I was younger. I fell off Rob's amp once. I broke his amp.
I think I was happy about that.
We were pretty
I got drunk in the back of his Clio once before a show. That was the worst thing I ever did. Or one of the worst things. There's quite a few for me. We are at this bit.
It was Paradise City.
I just remember one thing that Bailey did. We were playing a house party somewhere. This is years and years and years ago, and we were playing on a flatbed.
Don't talk about
No, it's nothing more than that. But, and he decided, he was so drunk while he was playing, he decided, right, we were playing Freebird, I think, and he went, right, I'm going to go do a bass solo. And he walked off the end of this flatbed. Unfortunately, he didn't realise he was the counterbalance, so he stood up on the flatbed.
It was a good bass solo.
It's not as good as 10 minutes bass solo and 5 minutes.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff we probably wouldn't have done looking back. We've all made mistakes. I feel good. We've talked now. I feel good.
You'll never see that anywhere. An open mic night where you get a 10-minute bass solo in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
There was no mic night.
That's awesome.
There was no mic night. I still had my bass, my pedalboard in the van, so I had a few more bits. Like, I'm going to go do a bass solo or something. So I just had my distortion pedals, just played a bass solo.
Played a bass solo, man. You better know.
He hadn't just had a few beers.
The main thing was, they said if you do the open mic night, you get a free beer.
So that was his motivation.
That was why I did it.
It wasn't just that, he brought his whole rig in. Not just tiny little stairs.
I'd gone home once, but I'd gone back to the hotel and I got a video message through of just you in an empty pub just playing bass.
It wasn't empty when he went on.
She also have some scary, horrible hotel stories as well with cockroach and shit, but now you're all stopping with
Travel
ones.
Lodge is a great chain. I mean, I can't speak. They are consistent.
That's sponsored by Travel Lodge.
The worst hotel we ever stayed in was in France.
Yes.
Where the shower was
inside.
We all shared a room because we're all, I slept on the floor.
The shower was in the corners.
The shower was one room, 3 beds, 4 of us in there. The shower was in the corner of the room, not like cubed off or anything. So it's just everything, Which,
To be honest, we didn't sleep much though.
Yeah.
No, didn't sleep much.
All the bands that played this festival stayed in there. No, we all stayed in the same hotel, so I think we stayed up till God knows when. And the guy got fed up in the end. He just let us all drink beers and even smoke in the
champagne.
We
went for about 10-15 bottles of champagne.
Yeah, I remember a large champagne. But when I went, it sounded like there was a fucking WWE match going on upstairs. Yeah, no, exactly. But that's it. And then I heard, yeah, exactly. I heard your voice go down and just went, Billy, was that you?
Yeah,
exactly. There was some sort of interband dispute going on upstairs.
If the man who owned the hotel, I can't remember his name, he had an awful nickname. It was English, from the north of England. We apologise.
Not sure.
Yeah, we're sorry. But sort your hotel out.
No problem. Yeah, as long as you've never used a roadside French toilet, they're just disgusting. I can hold the side of the road, they're just horrible.
France is a funny one. We had a pretty good time actually this year in France, haven't we?
Yeah.
I think the best bit was first thing in the morning when you drove the van on the wrong side of the road.
I didn't do that.
You did, didn't you? Who was it?
It might have been me, I don't know.
I can't remember, but yeah, just first thing in the morning, it was just about 2 minutes of pootling along, and they go, oh shit.
Oh, I did drive back, so it might have been me.
Yeah, I think that was you.
Maybe.
It was only for about 2 minutes, if that. It was funny.
Yeah. So anyway, back to stage again. What are your favourite moments on stage from the current set? Was it all, or do certain things stand out to you?
The ending.
Yeah,
Final D.
When it's finished. No, we're not that morbid. We just love being on stage, man.
Everything's different,
Yeah.
No show, although the basics are the same, no show's the same for us. We have our own set list, which is the same all the time, and we have our own things, but, everything else just goes on how you feel. We just get up there and do our thing, and I think we all just have a good time, no matter what,
Yeah,
It's probably...
It relates to the audience, it just keeps getting better and better and better. No, you just damn good in the first place, but it just increases in intensity.
Tonight, the crowd was so into it that it was great to have that reaction. I think that we really dig that kind of thing. Definitely.
Would you say that like the shorter sets seem to get a more intense than the longer sets because you got less time to really get into it?
I suppose with the shorter set as well, we try to keep it more upbeat, keep it feel good, happy.
Generally with the shorter sets, it means that there's more bands on, so you've got to stand out more. You know what I mean? There's so many good top quality bands on today. Like we had half an hour to like get it done.
Showcase ourselves.
Yeah, and that's what we tried to do.
And everyone looked like they had a good time, so that's the win for us. As long as people go away, then I had a good time.
Remembering our name, and hopefully they might come back. That's what we tried to do.
Sweet, that's awesome. Yeah. So, what you say the proudest moments in 2018 have been, and why?
Was that this year?
Yeah. Or any year. That's good. You can feel long joy for any year, really.
Well, this year will be the album, obviously. Shake a Legs Out.
Signing a record deal, I think, is a pretty big moment for us.
Signing to Marshall. It's been a long time coming.
Skid Row again. That was another one.
There's so many, man. We just love being out and doing it, and just long may it continue. We just want to keep doing this for. Well, I certainly want to keep doing this for as long as possible. You know.
Flying to the south of France and doing that festival. That was fun. That was just so. We were headlining this place in France, and like we never even been there, so we were just like, it's going to be great. Yeah, it's
Metalliville.
I thought it was going to be alright, but it was one of those. And we turned up there, and it's bloody stage like download with big TV screens and all this, and you think we went. That's not our stage. That can't be our stage.
That was a pretty hectic day as well. It was a good experience because we flew there that morning. The flight got delayed, and then we got there, and then they were like, "Do you want to go straight there?" And we thought, we'll be on at like 10. So that's fine. We ended up going on at 2:30 in the morning.
Wow.
Yeah.
So we had a long time to not get pissed. You know what I mean?
And then we went and stayed in some.
We had a proper early call for the next
All I remember is we had to make our own beds.
Mate, they were in packets. We were like staying in a holiday park. And we literally, by the time we got back to the hotel, it must have been nearly 6 in the morning.
It's just me and you. Are you going to make your bed?
Yeah.
Nah.
I just got the cover and threw it on, and then I think we had to be up in another 3 hours to get the flight back.
Yeah, Jesus.
And then that was when that was all that issue with Air France. So we literally sat in a plane for an hour, like while they were not going to let us take off.
The French air traffic were on strike, and they just weren't talking to the plane. And
I can't forget that.
The captain was so funny. She said, "We haven't heard from air traffic control." And then half an hour went by. We still haven't heard. And then an hour went by, and she went, "Ladies and gentlemen, we still haven't heard from French air traffic control. We're just going to go for it." So, that's word for word.
Literally what they said. Because I was standing next.
So I was asleep.
I was standing next to you.
I think you were next to me.
I just whoever was next to me. Did they just say that? No, I just hear that right.
Yeah, sure enough, she just went for it.
We got home, all right. So.
Well, got arrested after you guys, but people,
and then we went back to work on Monday. Flew there Saturday. Worked Friday, flew there Saturday, flew back Sunday, went to work Monday. I was mad.
When do you fucking sleep?
We don't. Sleep is for the weak. We've got to drop out now.
I know, 2.5 hours.
3 now. 3?
3. Not far from me.
Just don't break down. We'll not go there.
Talk it up!
Don't mention it. Then my fault if you do. Yeah. So, we're looking forward to. Well, wind it back now. So I used to get back in. What are you looking forward to next year? Anything that we can all look forward to as fans, as you know.
It's all in the pipe. It's all in the pipeline at the minute.
There's nothing.
We can't say anything.
Upstairs in about 10 minutes.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, no, props, Andy.
We've got nothing to say because we don't want to say it and then not come off. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, we're just going to be. We plan to be out there, just touring loads and loads and loads, just with the album, and just make it so you can't forget us. You know what I mean? Just do as much as possible.
I think the plan is to try and get a bit more into Europe again. Yeah. We've dipped our toes in this year, and I think we want to get out and try and get there. And then obviously the long-term plan is America, but that's too far off. But we'll be out on the road again in the UK for sure, and hopefully in Europe.
Any last words before why this great interview?
Thanks for spending your time with us.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming to the show as well. So.
Yeah. And thanks to anyone who supports us, and for anyone who doesn't, get your asses to a show.
Any last words?
No.
we go. Bad touch, everybody. Cheers, guys.
Thank
No
you.
problem.